a perder pra pouco. Tu tá morrendo agora. Olha a porra é essa?
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been
Pelo
fantastic.
de Deus, pelo de Deus.
The game itself. So we're very much on the way now. An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every time.
Takes a shot! Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick.
Tá assistindo? Ligeiro.
Well, that looks a decent
Ah, amor de Deus, hein?
Oh, good play!
Boa.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to
O
take any risks.
o cara marcar. O cara eu acionei ele ali, viu?
Aimed beyond the
No.
defence.
Volta.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team
Vai
forward,
cruzar.
and he can make the...
He's had a shot!
Ah, pô. Eu nem acionei, pra mim longe dava esse jogo na onda, velho. Eu nem acionei que é da distância, velho, que chapa do cão.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ih, deu merda.
Yasu can clear it away. Messi. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The Netherlands have their third corner. And it's been taken short. White puts them all in. Decent chance!
Bora, bora, sai time, sai.
Vieira
Vai sair atrás?
didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The Netherlands disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, good spread. White has the space to scheme. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well,
Quer saber se essa bola...
Son Heung-min!
Aí, tá vendo? É, até saiu o gol, não tem outro não.
Son Heung-min! A finish right from the top draw.
Até saiu o gol, não adianta. A bola você não passa do meio de campo.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
that is simply tremendous.
Passa no
I
meio
mean,
de
how
campo.
easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So we have the first
Passar no meio de
goal.
campo aqui.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this
Meu
opponent.
filho, por de
Will the
Deus.
breakaway. Cannavaro makes the interception.
The Netherlands are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Son Heung-min.
Ah,
There's a
cacete. Olha que
beautiful
amansar.
simplicity about this contest. Willing running
Que
on one side,
amassar.
dogged defence on the other. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press.
Ah, meu
Running
Deus.
strong and purposeful. Well read, nice interception. Robertson, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Hullet, he's had a shot!
Ei, rapaz, lembra que chute feio do
That
cão.
is certainly not what he had in mind.
The Netherlands
Yeah,
really are
mm.
good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Hullet.
Boa, também deu um espaço que não vai passar.
Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Gosto.
White, nicely spread. Looking for options for movement.
That's good play from him.
And he's in on goal. He's impressive jump.
Oh,
Well, now it's a race for
goleiro,
goal.
já.
Cafu. Pele, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Son Heung-min.
The Netherlands truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Space for him to turn and look. Terrific effort!
Ah, Pelé, cabeçada feia, meu
That was
filho.
no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Neymar. And it's Robertson, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just eases him off the ball. Messi. And this is Van Basten. Neymar. And here's Hullet. Robertson finding himself in space. Neymar. And it's Davids. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Eita.
Referee has just said play
Não
on.
toca não.
Tomiyasu gets over and intercepts. And it's Messi. That's a good ball.
Eita, pênalti. Porra. Rapaz. Aí, Brad, meu bicho voou na cada peste.
So a temporary halt to the action.
O pegou a bola.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've
Aí,
got
tá
the
vendo o
lead
jogo, depois
and
só
that
dá
gives them
eu,
something to
aí
build on after the break.
complicado. Mas o jogo tá
Behind
tá
by
rápido,
1-0
os
to
dois.
0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
The Netherlands can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Son Heung-min. And the pass is intercepted. That's a throw. And they win it back again. And this is Van Basten. Now it's Son Heung-min. Knocks it into space. And he whips it. Towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Have beautifully policed
Ah,
that
you-
midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's had it nicked
Ai, meu
away.
filho. Ei,
The Netherlands can breathe again. Just.
olha, pega essa porra.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Robertson elects to cross.
Ah, mano,
Cross
cacete.
deflected behind for a corner.
Essa jogada minha manjada, tá ligado, Brat?
And this is Messi. Oh,
Essa
that's
jogada minha
horribly
manjada.
mistimed, and it's given.
Eu venho com
Penalty.
som,
And
aí
that
depois
is
eu
a
aciono
huge
o
moment
boost pra
in the
dar
context of the game.
a escorada, som
Well,
ali
talk
já
about being
voltando.
caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Você faz não, você escolhe pra qualquer um.
Games hinge on moments like this.
E a escola do centroavante, nós mais coragem.
A formality, we're level. Not much more.
Tá,
than a
lixão,
formality.
tá,
Should we have
lixão.
ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That has not gone
Oh.
well. He's on it. Can he get away?
Misericórdia.
And it's Robertson. Now it's Van Basten. No,
Ai.
he wasn't going to let him
Porra.
past.
Porra, pegou na bola, cara.
Neymar is someone with real
Carrinho
pride
levado
in
da
his
peste,
boots.
Brat.
Always onto this. He is through here. Cafu. I chance surely.
Se lascou ele agora, repare, Brat.
And the comeback is complete.
Ouviu?
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such
Viu
a
o gol,
well-worn
rapaz?
finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he
Viu o gol?
thrives in situations like that.
Eu nem tá assistindo, eu vou tirar essa porra.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's got his cross in.
Ih,
The Netherlands have scored 2 quick
Eita,
goals
pô,
here
ah.
and are 2-1 up. What a comeback.
pega. Já doer, pega.
He's got away. Messi. It's come to nothing.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, that's neat.
Porra. Engraçado, bota o quadradão e toma a bola
He's
mesmo.
through here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's
Porra.
the job in a nutshell now.
Lasca.
Now it's Son Heung-min.
Boa, 0-6.
Son Heung-min gets into a good position. Played in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And here's the chance to counter.
0-6. Ai.
That's the throw. That's a shade optimistic. Robertson. Son Heung-min.
Ei, dei sorte que deu pro lugar errado.
Oh, that's a key interception. The Netherlands close now to seeing this one through to the end. Davids.
Ah,
Pull it. Can he get on the end? There's the
porra,
shot!
rapaz, aí a bola passou, Brat. Desgraça.
They have
Tudo que eu faço que eu errei ali, velho.
Yeah, and he did well not to
Onde a bola
stray
passou,
offside
eu já
there as well, Peter. He
armando
just
o bote
seemed
ali
to
pra pegar ele,
instinctively
velho.
know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Será?
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Porra.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Cafu has it in a wide position. And a header!
Vai! Ei! Perdeu! Miséria pra livrar, tio!
Into stoppage time. Very
Perdeu!
left on it. Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
Rapaz, o lugar perdeu, velho.
So it is something for both,
Porra.
but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for
Aí,
what
o cara
they
só
get
joga comigo lançando
and
bola pra
hope for
frente.
better
Cara, é
in the
feio
weeks
demais,
ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
The Netherlands.
Porra, velho, gosto de derrota aí, na moral. Ah, só fica jogando bola pra frente, o cara esfora, velho. Tu é doido. Alexa, liga o ventilador.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Son Heung-min has been caught there, it's a foul.
Alexa, desliga o ventilador.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And it's Robertson. That is lovely.
That's good play from him.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Pelé, and he skips past his man. Space for him to turn and look. That is good strength. Cafu, hoisted in. And that is expertly dealt with. Son Heung-min.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Son Heung-min powering forward.
Ai, Satanás.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He can run onto that. It's just beyond his reach.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And it's Hullet. He's having a hit!
Eita porra.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bora, meu irmão. Ixi.
Robertson can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. In by Messi. Hullet. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Neymar. And that could well leave a mark. Hullet finds himself offside.
Tá ok, Satanás.
Neymar.
Eita, bola feia.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Vieira.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. Cross neat, impressive
Me
jump.
quebra. Porra. Você dá aquela bola ali, tá?
The first significant strike.
Merda.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The Netherlands are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That is a jarring tackle.
Ah, mano, mentira. Tá viajando.
That has not gone well. And it's Neymar. Davids, he is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Nice control. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving
Olha,
very good at driving forward. Hullet takes a shot. Oh, the ball's run loose.
Tá na perna do cara. Botou o bloco, o cara botou o pé, passou por debaixo.
Now the ball in. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Son Heung-min.
Ah, não, desculpa, Pelé. Era pra dar logo, meu filhinho.
The Netherlands with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. And here's Messi. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Cannavaro makes the interception. Robertson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's there to make the challenge. Spread to the right. Davids. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there.
Aí me quebra. Olha o gol que esse inútil perdeu. Dá pra ele parar, chapar, fazer o que ele quisesse.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first
Tá
half.
vendo?
They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. The Netherlands trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. It's Van Basten! Messi looking for the run, and this is Hullet. Now it's Messi. He's got away.
Pretty robust defending.
Tá, pô, que me deixa chegar ligeirinho.
Movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Davids, that's destined for the flank. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's nice. And he's managed to get free.
Ah,
Vieira
mentira.
gets across
Agora tá
and
bom
deals with
comigo,
it.
não, eu vi tudo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Davids. Pull it. There he goes, motoring forward. And here's Son Heung-min, played in by Robertson. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's burst, shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Vieira too strong for his opponent there. Van Basten.
Ih, aí me fode, que desgraça, velho. Agora levando espaço lá na frente,
purring, absolutely purring.
Ai, eu...
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Son Heung-min gets into a good position.
Nossa, que bosta, que sacanagem.
From the bench.
Ei.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. There's the shot!
Que jogador lixo.
Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. And he's got away from it. And he can thump it away. Well, they've got it again. Robertson. Now Neymar. This is a promising build-up. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Todo mundo espera alguma coisa num sábado à
And
noite.
here's Neymar.
Sábado à noite tudo pode mudar. Todo mundo espera alguma coisa num sábado à noite. Esse cara com jogada feia, no cara tem, mano.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Meu de Deus.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pelé.
Ah, não dei pra ir, não dei pra ir.
Pull it. Now it's Van Basten. Played out to the left flank. This might spell danger.
Ah, não pra ir, Brat. Oh, meu Deus. Meu Deus.
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. So smooth. A signature
Opa,
finish.
é da
Well, you've
misericórdia,
always got to have
assim.
players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that's it.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
Opa. Dei um chute no gol. Brincadeira? Que mais com barulho desse? Um chute no gol. Eu posso esses voltaram?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game... It's hit the upright!
Olha a cacetada de Gullit.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was
Ô, Brat, outro jogo. O jogo todo deu um chute. Esse daí, um chute, já fiz um gol. Brincadeira? Brincadeira. Um primeiro chute que eu dei no jogo aí. O outro um chute no jogo todo. O primeiro que eu dei aí, perdi. Arranca, papai, arranca. O Gullit é feiticeiro.
First significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been cut short. Now it's Son Heung-min. That is ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Pull it. And it's Davids. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Takes a shot!
Rapaz, Brat, é o gol, Brat, que o Messi fez, repare.
They have heard the
Repare, Brat.
pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Leva esse jogo a sério, leve.
But he has hit the spot.
Eu chutei pra ver se ele... Eu spamava isso. Chutei por isso.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager
Yes,
seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Mas ele já tinha esse goleiro.
The Netherlands
Ele já
have
tinha.
their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Oh, good shapes to shoot!
Ah, mano.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Ah.
It's Van Basten!
Papai, chapou sem chape, fergou.
Basten! Scorching strike! A finish of
O jogo tá bugadão, mano. É doido.
And that is a goal worthy of universal.
Normal, de longe entra, cara, nem chapa tem, velho. Entra assim nessa facilidade.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
E entre, beleza, mas foi de longe.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And we have our very first corner. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, can he get onto this? Pull it. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now, what about a counter-attack? And they're back on the ball again. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Cannavaro makes the interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Davids gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Son Heung-min. Looking to play him in.
Ei, pedrada da miséria.
For a goal kick. Half an hour played now. Robertson. Son Heung-min. And here's Van Basten.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's managed to get free.
Ó, meu irmão, tá caindo esse cara, é isso?
And he is going into that little black book.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
Cafu. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Pele. Cafu. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Chubate, macho.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
E chubate, macho.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. The Netherlands have their second corner now. They've played it short. And here's Messi. In towards the back stick.
Eita, quase eu pego ele na patota.
And he's had it nicked away. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Cross from Robertson. And that's a big chance!
Nossa, viado.
And no mistake. Two up and
Quase eu
in
pego ele na
charge,
patota.
and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of
Opa.
nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
The Netherlands.
Ah, Brate, que maluquice eu fiz, mano. Quase me lasco.
Everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular
Tome.
managerial heartbeat.
Pega cá. Eita, peixe.
3 minutes at a time.
Ih, que maluquice pra aí, velho.
And it's Hullet. Oh, the ball's run loose here. This
Não,
time
rapaz, que
surely.
desgraça, que jogo desgraçado, maldito, rapaz.
And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal.
Tô precipitando demais a jogada, pra gente não sair de qualquer jeito. Acho que você é talentoso, você é um talento, meu filho.
He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Porra, sai do talento, Sertão, é jogo ganho.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
The Netherlands leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2. And here is the first touch of the second half. And here's Van Basten, and here's Messi. White has the space to scheme. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Cannavaro. Messi on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now.
Ufa.
Robertson picks it up from the goal kick, and he's let fly.
Might want to be careful there.
Neymar. And he's picked out the run. Cleared away. Out of play for a throw. And he lines up a cross. And that should get the job done. He shifted it to the flank. And that has left him in a heap.
Os caras caem perto do
It's
dele,
a
vai
decent chance to counter-attack.
Os caras caem quando vai bater no dedo, parece que exame de pedra.
Neymar, chance here to counter. And he plays one through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul.
O homem
No
bate
two ways
só
about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Você vê, rapaz, tempo todo. Acho que já tem uns 4 caras que tem cartão amarelo dele.
Pelé. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's picked it up out wide.
Aí os caras param, dá um ódio, velho.
He's having a shot.
Ih, vai defesa dar a peça de goleiro, velho.
Has reacted superbly there.
Pullet is offering a right smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's Van Basten. No way through. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And it's Hullet. Takes a shot. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
No.
Well played. That snuffed out the danger. Neymar. It's played through for him. Shot!
Ah, deu a cavadinha, ele pegou. O goleiro é esse, Brati?
It's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well
Fica armando porfia pra mim. Você é uma onda, viu, velho?
Davids.
Fica armando suas porfias pra mim.
White.
Botando esses goleiros aí pra Tuquinho. Não bota nada pra Tuquinho não, meu irmão. Não tá botando nada pra mim, botar pra ele. O goleiro dele agora, o Caveu, ele pegou a bola, rapaz.
And here's Son Heung-min. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot!
Aí tomei a desgraça do empate. Porra! Gol feio da desgraça.
He'll take that.
Pra matar o jogo ali, o cara perdeu o gol na cavadinha, velho.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Porra.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
The Netherlands really can
Pega que
sense it
desgraça.
now. This game is theirs to win. They just...
Quase toma uma virada, desgraça.
That is commitment to the cause.
Porra. Tá só dando chutão, velho. Jogo desgraçado, velho.
It's their second corner of the game.
Não dou um chutão, velho. Um chutão não dou.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep.
Up aí.
And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Messi has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Son Heung-min. That's very neat.
Yes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Son Heung-min. He's picked his way through. Now shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Porra. É isso, mano.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Just eases him off the ball. They're up to 5 corners now. Getting up there! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now the ball's gone astray.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cafu looking for the run. And this is Neymar. Nice interception, well timed. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Son Heung-min. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Played into space. Tomiyasu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Spread out to the left. Son Heung-min. He's got away. That's really well cleared. And there goes the final whistle. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Today, please take some time.
Que bosta, hein?
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Well read, nice interception. Oh, there's a probing ball, and it's Neymar. And here's Van Basten.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Messi. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Robertson is there, and he can get that clear. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Space for him to turn and look. That's good play. Robertson picks it up out wide. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. The Netherlands, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Ah, mano. Caraca, tio.
And he cuts up the supply. And it's Messi. Robertson,
pô, tem pro lado
no
errado.
mood for any of that. Pull
Ele vai
it.
dar.
Son Heung-min. Robertson picks it up now. Getting up there! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The Netherlands have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Neymar. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. That's tidy.
The Netherlands really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? But
Ah,
he's
assistindo,
left
braço.
disappointed.
Olha o gol que eu perdi, velho. Ah, o seu áudio tá horrível. O áudio.
That has not gone well. And it's Son Heung-min. Robertson has it out wide and in space. Oh, sweet feet.
Agora.
Davids.
Agora tá bom. Ah!
Good running with the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Van Basten. Pele has it in a wide position. He's had a shot! And it's in! The Netherlands are level! And that was as
Eu não olho o mapa não, Brett.
as could be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to...
Towering header, and again! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Robertson. And it's Vieira. And it's Son Heung-min.
Eita porra. O time dele fica muito soltinho, velho. Você não consegue segurar e marcar, velho. Tira na facilidade, na rapidez.
Oh, good effort. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
The most accurate pass.
Porra, olha o passe, velho.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Messi. Messi!
Desgraça.
Messi! From another
Porra, velho, passe desgraçado. Você passa a bola certinho pro cara, vai errado, velho.
Into the lead once more. That is
Bela
a
porra da
diamond
chapa.
of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply
Meu gol de chapa,
how
velho.
easy would it have been to get across it?
O passe, não foi.
Perfection.
The
Rapaz.
Netherlands leading now.
Não tem como ele fazer isso aí não, pô. Porque eu fiz que ia tocar pro cara e ia puxar a bola. Acho que essa porra marca sozinha, não é possível um negócio desse não.
It's a searching pass. And it's pulled back. And a chance.
Olha que desgraça.
And he's stuck it away.
A todo torto, né? Cruzou a bola certinho.
Again in a trice. And they are soaring.
Todo torto.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it.
Olha pra lá que desgraça. Todo torto. Olha pra lá onde ele pegou a bola.
Keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
O jogo dele é muito ligeiro, fica muito rápido o time dele, falando
The
você.
Netherlands go up by 2 and are
Tá
looking good.
marcado a trabalho.
There's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Tá vendo? A rapidez que gira.
It's a good one.
Ele acha a internet boa, pô. O jogo dele fluido, legal, soltinho.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
And Messi!
Desgraça.
That was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Toda a chapa.
Messi goes short. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's
Vai,
Messi.
passa.
And he's cut it
E,
out.
aí.
Son Heung-min.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Hullet. This is a promising build-up. Cafu. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Son Heung-min. That is good alertness. Davids. Nice-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Cafu.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
White. It's a good run down the right. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Pele. Davids. And here's Hullet.
Ei! Aí, velho, não passa, mano.
So what
Vem
can they make of
cavar
this?
catus.
Van Basten. Oh, this is a very good run. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Messi's cross. Distributed tidily. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Davids. And here's Neymar. Tries a shot! It's a goal!
Pai, Brat, eu dei um chute, enchi tudo. Ó, a bola fraquinha de jogo.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Always goal side.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Pings in across. Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The Netherlands have their third corner.
Ó, mano, tudo essa desgraça.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Correndo pra área, cada...
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And this is Neymar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it.
Porra!
And he's managed to gift it back.
Ó, pra aí, pô. Porra, velho. Porra, na moral, viu?
The Netherlands very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! In he goes again!
Quando essa desgraça vai pegar a bola. Desgraça aí. Vai jogar a bola pra cá, jogar a bola pro outro lado do cara fazer o gol.
Heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've...
Goes for a shot! Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Davids chips it through. Son Heung-min! Fantastic from Son Heung-min! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
So now the difference is 3. Delivers with whip. Pull it. And there goes the final whistle. The Netherlands cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Please be
Any
made
reflections
aware
on what you've seen, Jim?
is only
Well, look, it was
permitted
very
in designated
one-sided. Their
areas
players
within
didn't
these
turn up
grounds.
for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pelé. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Robertson does well to get it back.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marked.
He's going for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the...
Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. White did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Van Basten. White. Tries across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So what can they make of this? Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Son Heung-min! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
And it's Robertson.
Ah, meu. Que bosta, viu, velho? O jogo tá uma bosta, não é possível.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and
Ah,
stopped
saiu.
it.
Really fierce, close defending. Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He is through here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Robertson wants to run onto this. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he finish? And that's played in low. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. And that has left him in a heap. Davids. He's found a way. There's the shot. That is decidedly lacking.
No pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Threads one in, and it's been played through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Hullet. Can he get on the end of the shot? Surely!
Bravo, tá 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 bravo.
Sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then...
And that is all they have time for. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. The Netherlands trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there, and it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely. Shot a goal! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's lofted through here. Davids. Neymar.
Yes.
Neymar. Son Heung-min. Davids. Pele. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pele. And he's managed to get free. And this is Pele. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Spread out to the left. Bullet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Neymar running with the ball. Davids. The message is clear, none shall pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Son Heung-min, and this is Van Basten. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Robertson has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight... And that's it.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall.
Você veio com centroavante, trazendo a bola. Os caras não encostam, não tomam a bola, não toma não. O cara vem e maluco. Tá, esse jogo é.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It's played through for him. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Basten. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Messi! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Davids. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's neat. And it's Davids. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. Knocks it into space. And that could set him on his way. Son Heung-min. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that was vital. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Robertson scooting forward.
The Netherlands are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Neymar. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Tries to pass it through. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Getting up there! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy...
It's Van Basten! Well, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect...
It's a loose ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Pele. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cafu gets into a good position. Pele. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that looks a decent ball. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And the through ball. And this is... And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Messi plays it short. Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. The ball is bounced loose now. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Vieira. Spread to the right. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Pelé. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pull it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Son Heung-min. No, that's been intercepted. And for the first half, that's first half thoughts.
I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so
Na boleia dos meus sonhos, quero ser seu cantador.
Just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So the action resumes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Pelé. He's in a great position here. Big chance! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Back in possession and ready to go again.
Ciao.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Davids. And here's Gullit. Passes short and sharp. And that's a throw-in. This is a promising build-up. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Cafu. And this is Messi. Oh, great save! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi goes short. And that's gone route 1. And that has not gone well.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. In it comes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Neymar. And this is Son Heung-min. Good chance here. Lacking in accuracy.
The Netherlands are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
It's a pretty loose pass. The most accurate pass.
Might want to be careful there.
And it's Davids. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cross goes in there. Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé, great vision. And this is Messi. Oh, good glide! And he hits the net! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
The Netherlands... Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit.
The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And this is Van Basten. Pelé.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Basten did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Gets a good foot in there. And smartly reclaimed. Son Heung-min. And this is Neymar. Distributed tidily. And it's Davids.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. The Netherlands really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Davids makes a dash for it. White. White running with the ball. And the shot's on here. It's Van Basten! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Son Heung-min! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Alexa, liga o ventilador. Uma picadinha vem pra vida, tô cantando na avenida. Vou pegar você, mara, mara, mara. E o moço na hora que tu balançou. Mas sabe que não tem aqui, não para mais. Alexa,